Thanks for joining us for 10 Tampa Bay this weekend. I'm Miranda Parnell. An attempted ceasefire designed to safely allow residents to flee the devastation of Russia's war on Ukraine failed after troops reportedly continued shelling the country. As Michael George explains, Russian President Vladimir Putin is comparing sanctions from the West to declaring war and sending a warning to Ukraine.
Russian President Vladimir Putin warned Ukraine Saturday that its statehood is in jeopardy if it continues to battle his invading troops. Ukraine officials say Russia violated a promised ceasefire in the port city of Mariupol with artillery fire and airstrikes. Close to 1.5 million Ukrainians have fled the country as the war escalates in its second week. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken visited a refugee reception center in Poland before briefly crossing the border into Ukraine.
As to the pressure on Russia, not only is it unprecedented, not only is it producing very, very concrete results in Russia, but that pressure too will not only continue, it will grow until this war of choice is brought to an end.
Ukraine's state emergency service distributed video it says shows a Russian military plane that was shot down. Ukraine's foreign minister urged Western allies to provide more air defense systems, including Stinger surface-to-air missiles.
We effectively use them, and just today we shot down 3 Russian attack aircrafts which were bombing our cities. If we lose the skies, there will be much more blood on the ground.
On a Zoom call with nearly 300 members of Congress, Ukraine's president pleaded for military planes and support, and again urged a no-fly zone over Ukraine. The Russian president said any country declaring one would be considered participants in a military conflict.
And volunteers in St. Pete spent the afternoon sorting and packing supplies for Ukrainians forced out of their homes by that fighting. Parishioners at Epiphany of Our Lord Ukrainian Catholic Church have been collecting basic supplies like shampoo, toothpaste, and soap. The church says so far the support has been overwhelming.
Here we have wonderful community. Everybody's coming. We have tears. We have, we see their love, support, and they bring stuff, and we couldn't be more grateful for that.
The church says everything will be boxed up, loaded onto pallets, and shipped straight to Poland to help the women and children who've left their homes. And we have a list of ways that you can help the people of Ukraine. All you have to do, text the word HELP to the number on your screen. That's 727-577-8522. And we will send you a link with information on several organizations looking for support.